Give Chris a huge round of applause! Woo!
All right, so hackers, hackathons, and hurricanes. What a hurricane taught me about money. My name's Christopher Rodriguez. I'm the director of ShellHacks, which happens at FIU. All right, so y'all know the phrase, when life gives you lemons, right? No, you sell them. Making lemonade is expensive, okay? So, but what happens when life gives you a hurricane? Well, that was kind of a question I should have been asking before I started a hackathon during hurricane season. So, well, instead we'll go back to September 9th, 2017, which is when Hurricane Irma actually landed. For those of you who have never been in a hurricane, there's actually a lot of rain, a lot of wind. How many of you actually read the little synopsis for this event? All right, it's a lot of you. Nice. So if you actually read afterwards, the speed at which I wrote that at 5 in the morning was about as fast as a Category 5 hurricane. And there's also some really spooky sounds that happen, but mostly it's just darkness because your power got cut off. But there's a good important question needs to be asked here. You know, who would win? An academic institution, which years of financial expertise, or one swirly boy? All right. And if you're like me and you hedged your bet on the academic institution, you learned money fact number 1. Hurricane always wins when it comes to processing money. You see, a hurricane's like a honey badger. We all know how the rest of that phrase goes. Now, during that same week, sponsors were talking to me like, yo, is this thing gonna happen? Are you guys okay? And we were dead set on actually still doing it because getting companies to come back some other week or afterwards is hard enough. And come September 18th, that very Monday, we have about 2 weeks left, less than that if you think about it, until the event was occurring. And we had to go back and rethink, okay, what's our budget look like? How can we restructure this? Which comes to money fact number 2, it's very good to have a fleshed out budget. If we did not have one, we would be in a very worse position than we were at that point. Here's a bit of what our mock budget looked like, our dream goal, and everything in there was itemized. We had quantities and quantities per number of whatnot of things we wanted to have so we can easily go and axe off anything we thought was too much, unnecessary, and whatnot. But there are key expenses that need to be kept. Like, we had a bus that we were going to send to UF because I promised them that, and they had the numbers. They came with less than half, but that's because the hurricane screwed up everyone's test schedules. We had to we decided to cap our prize pool to $1,500 because that way you're just less thinking about, oh, maybe want to do something else outside of that range. No, we're working with $1,500. That's what you're getting. We got a decent amount of stuff out of that too. We got Snapchat spectacles, so you know, maybe we'll get something else next year or this year. Money facts number 3 is partitioning your money in a way that lets you know where you can and can't spend it. Helps a lot. That way you're focused on what it is you want to spend, what it is you don't want to spend. But now we've gotten to the point where we have to start deciding, are we going to balance between things we have to cut off and things where we're going to shift money around? A good example was we decided to get some really big cookies and just really great food in general while going with a more simplistic design on here. You see there's only one color, and the only difference is the color in shirts, which didn't cost us anything extra. We also decided to go for more simpler but creative aesthetics for our hackathon, you know, actually drawing on windows, ordering blow-up palm trees, which are really cheap. And it goes to our final part where it's buy what you need, but focus on what you want. Here's some real talk, all right? We all want to make the best possible hackathon. We all really want to please everyone, but it's not possible. You have to work within your budget. And like just how there's T-shaped people, you have T-shaped events. And focusing on one great part of your hackathon can mean all the world. So in conclusion, I think this whole talk can be summed up easily, and a hurricane taught me how to be fiscally responsible while still being able to deliver the kind of event my team had envisioned overall. And you know, it still begs the question, what do you do when life gives you hurricanes? You plan for them.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris.